children, we are going to study about today the rise of nationalism in Europe, that is chapter 1 of class 10. What is nationalism? So nationalism is a feeling of belonging and loyalty that causes themselves as a nation. So if any individual person is living in a country, if that person is having feeling towards that nation, then it is known as the nationalism feeling. So people were thinking during 19th and 20th century, nationalism was a powerful force that could create one nation from many separate countries. Now in countries like Italy and Germany, they were separated, but it was united because of the feeling of nationalism which was there in the people of that country. Break one nation up to into many countries, example Austria, Hungary and Turkey. Now earlier European society, it was divided into upper classes and lower classes. In upper classes, the landed aristocratic race were the dominant group. They had common interest and lifestyle, own large country, estates and own houses. Most of them spoke French. So upper classes people were belong to everywhere in the world. If we see, they are mostly aristocratic people. So their lifestyle is same wherever they live. Most of they are rich people and they were speaking French in European society. Lower class people, they were peasants. Most of the people, those who are lower class, they were landless laborers and they were searching job and they were known as serfs. Now French Revolution and the idea of nation. As you have seen in class 9, French Revolution was started in 1789. France was the full-fledged territorial state in 1789 under the rule of monarch. So you have already studied in 9th standard that France was under ruling of monarch there. Louis XVI was the last ruler of the France, if you remember. Political and constitutional changes that came in a wake of French Revolution and led to the transfer of governing from monarchy to a body of French citizens. Various practices adopted to develop the sense of collective identity among people. So people of France, they have done revolution, they started doing different practices so that feeling of nationalism will be unite the people in the citizen of France. Declaration of mission to liberate Europe from nepotism. Setting up of Jacobin clubs by educated middle classes and students of Europe. So we have seen there were different clubs were formed to create the feeling of unity among the common people where they were discussing about politics to do revolution against monarchy. So students were also become the member of this club. It also powered revolution in all Europe, not only in France but people of other country also inspired by this revolution of France. The idea of the nationalism. Now the idea of la patrie means it is the federalism. La citizen means the citizens were empathized. Adoption of new constitution with the citizen enjoying equal rights. So whichever country where the constitution was there, after becoming democratic nation, their countries they were giving equal rights to the citizen of that particular country. They adopted tricolor as new French flag, replacing royal standards. So French flag was once again, earlier it was royal standard which was representing the flag. Now it was replaced by tricolor. New line were composed, oaths were taken and metrics remember in the name of nation. So once again oaths were taken by the people and now they were remembered on the name of the nation. Uniform system of weight and measures were adopted. Many changes were done during revolution. After that, Napoleon, he came as a ruler and he done many changes. So weight and measure changes were adopted. Centralization administrative system was formulated. French became the national language and the regional dialects were discouraged. So regional dialects were there which was spoken in the French society. It was discouraged and commonly French language was accepted. Imaginary female allegory were used to show United Nations such as Mariana Germanis. So female figure, as we know that most everyone is connected with their female mother figure, and that is why female figure was adapted to represent the nation. Like in our country, it is a Bharat Mata, we are connecting with our nation. Same way here, different countries they also showing the female figure connecting the nation. Napoleonic Code and Civil Code of 1804. Now privilege based on the birth which was there earlier during monarchy. After when Napoleon came as a ruler, he abolished this all privilege which were given by birth, and he represent the equality before law. It was established. Right to property was established and feudal system were abolished. So privilege which were given by birth, that everything were abolished, and administrative division were simplified. So whatever administrative system was there, the division were simplified. Peasants got freedom from serfdom and manorial dues. So peasants were there, they have to pay use tax to the first estate, second estate and the royal people. Now they got freedom from that and they were able to free. They were not under any contract, they were used to do the work under the landlord. Uniform laws and standardization of weight and measures were introduced. When different states people were doing trade and business, so they were suffering a lot because it was not easy to remember different currencies, and weight and measures were different in different countries. So uniform laws were made. According to that, everywhere weight and measures were introduced. Common national currency was adopted. So currency also earlier 32 almost currency was there. It was reduced and it became one currency. It was adopted. Guild restriction in the town were removed, and transport and communication system. So whatever guild restriction tax were there, it was removed, and communication transportation system developed by Napoleon. Now we are going to see about how the making of nationalism possible in Europe. Till mid 18th century, there was no concept of nation state in Europe. Society and politics was dominated autocracy, means autocratic family, though were upper class, they were only controlling the lower class people. To the west, the land was farmed by tenants and small owners, while the eastern and the central Europe by vast estates which were cultivated by serfs. So west areas, in that most of the land was owned by aristocratic people, but in the east and the central Europe, it was cultivated by serfs, which were laborers, bonded laborers. They have to work in the farm of the higher class aristocratic people's farm. Emergencies of working and middle class due to the industrialization in 19th century. Educated liberal middle classes popularized abolition of aristocratic privilege. So those who are educated liberal middle class people were there, they become popular, and they were demanding for the abolition of whatever privilege were given to the aristocratic families. Now we are going to see the difference between the economic and political sphere in the liberal nationalism. Government by consent, political sphere is there. End of the autocracy. Adoption of constitution was started in liberal nationalism. Abolition of property rights were abolished. Earlier it was only to aristocratic people. Equality before law was imposed. Representative government through the parliament. These political changes were done. And in economic sphere, freedom of market. Now trade and business become easier. Removal of state imposed restrictions. So whichever tax and other burden was there on the merchant, that were removed, and movement of goods and capital become easier. In 1834, the customs union Zollverein was formed. The union abolished the tariff barriers and reduced the number of currencies over 30 to only two currencies. So whatever the tax was imposed, unnecessary burden was there on the traders, so it was removed, and currencies were there in different states that were removed, and it became only two currencies all over the Europe. Thank you. We will see the next topic in